But we humans, and that makes us imperfect creatures. Therefore, I'm gonna say this one more time. Dean, I told you, keep my name out your mouth, man. You don't know me. I don't play this back and forth satire. I'm not your friend, homie. Now that olive branch you extended, I accepted it. Okay? You sent the olive branch, I accepted it. I'm not into these games that you play. You seem to be obsessed with me. Look, man, I don't care what you think you can lift. I'm gonna make this absolutely clear. So even you who apparently have the IQ of a bedbug, I don't care what you lift. You don't impress me with your lifts. You don't impress me with your rhetoric. I have other things to do. I'm actually from the streets. I'm actually about that life. I'm not sitting, I don't do what you do, dude. You're a police officer. That's why you wouldn't drop your location when I first asked you to. That's why you don't want to come to Vegas and fight me, because I will be charged with war crimes. Okay? So leave me be. I don't go on your channel. I don't watch you. I don't care about you. Okay? You wail over there and you stalking a man in Vegas. Now, even your own supporters go start looking at you crazy, because they're going to wonder, why are you stalking a man that doesn't give 2 cents about you? I'm on something else. I'm focusing on myself and trying to use my experience to better my people. I have no time to be going back and forth with a dude who have either identity crisis or self-esteem issues, because I don't need to post lifts. You're not in my league. You need to raise your bar up at least 40 more percent. Meaning, if whatever you squat and do, I squat 660 something pounds, man. Raw. That's the last time I squatted. I don't do that. I don't put it out there because I have nothing to prove. I have 22-inch arms, man. You don't even believe that. I have 18-inch forearms, man. And I'm all natural. I'm not fat. I'm not nasty. I don't have tits. I don't get up here and I don't act like a homosexual and stalk other men. That's not how real men get down. Now, you said you offered an olive branch. I accepted. What now? You flip-flopping? You wear flip-flops? Is that what you're doing? Look, dude, find somebody else to play with, because I'm not going to entertain your rhetoric, homie. I'm better than that. Okay? We both know you unhealthy, man. You fighting something that's, hey, I'm not gonna even do you like that. But you're not even healthy enough. Put it this way, street beefs, we could do that. I promise you couldn't even get cleared for a doctor to fight me. You couldn't. You got cancer, homie. Won't you sit down and if you lifting what you lifting, kudos, do what you do. But quit stalking me. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable, man. I'm starting to feel like you like me. I'm going to take my picture down if you keep doing this, because I think that's what excites you. You never seen a dude with so much high chest. You never seen a guy that's naturally buff like that. You never seen a guy that's naturally intelligent. You obsessed with me, and that's scary, because I know LGBT, I know that's like accepted now, and I know a lot of you MAGA people are like undercover like momos, but I don't swing that way, man. I don't. Now check this out, brother. You need to go play with your parrot or something, man. Don't you and your parrot get along? You spend more time on me than your little parrot Ricky. Go play with your parrot. Don't play with me. Play with something safe. You know what I mean? I'm gonna move on from you, Dean. You get no more words. You offered the olive branch. I'm gonna accept it, because it's best for you. Okay? It ain't best for me. It's best for you. So I'm gonna accept it, because I know you the police, and I know you got co-workers, and I know you think that's supposed to scare me. But just like my father, you better check my sheet, boy. You better check my sheet. We known for knocking you people out. For real. I have a reputation for that, and so does my father. And speaking of which, from the ground up, no more talk on this stalker. Cause this dude, I heard you tried to fake your own death. Is you that scared of me? You tried to fake your own death? I am through with you. I am never gonna say nothing to you. You've tried to fake your own death, dude. Look, man, I wish you and Ricky Martin or Rico, what's your parrot name? I wish you and that thing the best of luck. I hope you achieve your accomplishments, but you're not gonna become a part of my world, dude. You're not. You're weak, you're fat, you out of shape, and you obviously mad at yourself. Okay? Well, I understand considering the state of affairs of Donald Trump. I mean, don't look too good for him, so I can understand your attitude. But anyway, to the Lou, from the ground up. I was gonna bring you more of what I had to say, but people be stalking me for some reason. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, okay? And who you're looking at is an individual who's well known in the streets of Nevada. And speaking of Nevada, before I start this off, let me say this. My father was the founder of the first really recognizable gang in Vegas, which was called the Associates. And from the Associates came the infamous Gershon Park Kingsmen's, which I used to be a member of. The Gershon Park Kingsmen's is the biggest, oldest gang in Las Vegas. The apartment was put up in, I think, 1965. And the Associates would begin, I think, in 1968, They supersede Crips. They're real old. But I'm a Kingsman, and that's after my father. And when I tell you about my story, what you're gonna learn is that you're not just looking at a guy who ran the streets. You're looking at a guy who had no choice. There were shoes laid out for me before I even had a chance because I was, this guy's son. And I started my criminal career at the age of 10. And I've been through so many institutions, and I want to share my life story with you so you can share it with your children. And this here, it shouldn't be for kids, but this is for kids because that's what's dying. That's who is dying in the streets, the kids, our kids. So I want to use my story because there's nothing I didn't do in this game, from robbery, strong arm robbery to murder. I was sent to the penitentiary for gang-related killing. Okay. And I did things in Vegas that will ever cement me, on the wrong side of history because I started bloody wars and a lot of people lost their lives. I don't take no solace in that because I have to live with that. That's baggage I have to carry around. I have to try to find peace with that, So join me on my journey as I take you from the ground up and join me into the lifestyle of a reputed gang member, where the ins and outs that you don't know about Vegas. It's not about bright lights, casinos, and big fights. It's a dark side over here where brutal gang wars took place and many people lost their lives. Whole neighborhoods were wiped out due to gang violence. I participated in that. I'm one of the most known gang members out here, and I'm going to share my story with you. This is not a podcast to glorify gang violence. This is a podcast to show you the destructive nature and the aftermath of living a destructive life. And it's to give credence, but it's to give clarity to something that needs to be addressed, and that's the decimation of the Black community, the self-destruction of the Black community. We need to take another look at that, not from a glorious standpoint, but from a consequential standpoint, because there's consequences to everything you do. Trust me, I know. And it ain't just physical consequences, it's also mental. Okay? And we're going to take a look at all that. Until then, from the ground up. Attention on the yard. Attention on the yard. Recall. Each man to his own unit. Each man to his own unit. Recall. Each man to his own unit. Till then.